Hey folks, I'm here to give you your health tarot read for the week of November 21st. Woo! We're in Sagittarius season, which I'm happy because as a Gemini, Sagittarius is my opposite. So, and as they say, Geminis are like the fire sign of the air signs with a fire. Anyway, I know it was a lot of deep emotions the last couple of days, probably maybe even last week or so, because just so much with the full moon and the partial lunar eclipse that was the beaver moon, and then it was the partial lunar eclipse that lasted for it was a long time. So I think they said they haven't had an eclipse that lasted that long in almost 600 years. So, and when we have a lunar eclipse, there's some things that you might notice. It impacts us on so many levels. The soul level, the physical level, the emotional level. Physically, you might have felt super tired. I know I did. I had to take some naps the last couple of days. I've been napping. When I could get it in, I was getting those naps in. On an emotional level, you may have, the lunar eclipse is known to the lunar moon is associated with feminine energy. So that said, when we have a lunar eclipse, we usually we move into our feminine energy, and so you're more in tune with your emotions, with your fears, with just your feelings in general. And so you may have cried or felt like crying, or things that normally you wouldn't have been so sensitive to, you're very sensitive to. And it's not a bad thing, it's a good thing, it's needed. So that's happening. And then on a soul level, we might feel more intuitive, more psychic, and that's super cool too. So this is a good time to tune into yourself, for your health, for your relationships, for your career, all the things that, you're concerned about. So anyway, let's get in it with your health tarot read. As I explained last week, I'm only just picking one card. The next reading, which will be the first Sunday of December, not next Sunday, the following Sunday. So the following Sunday, whatever the first Sunday is in December, I'll do a more comprehensive read where I pick a tarot card. I'll also pick a food card, a crystal card, self-care card, and a card that for essential oils and spices and things like that. But for the weeks in between, I'm just going to pick a tarot card and let you know what elements are associated with that card, so you can be on alert for that this week or that week. And it could be something you need to be alerted for, or on thinking about for yourself or for the people near you, okay? Because sometimes, this is a collective read. You can pull up on all types of people's energy, okay? All right, let's roll with it. We'll start with Aries. What is going on with Aries? All right, I'm going to cut this deck. All right, what does Aries need to know for their health? Woo, way too many cards. We'll be here all day. Just one card, please. One card. I'm going to try to stick to one card, but sometimes that one jumped out. Sometimes Spirit doesn't want to do one card. Four of Cups. What you waiting for? Four of Cups usually means, it's a little apathetic and, the mindset. You're just kind of like, no one can make me happy. I'm not getting what I want. See her face? She looks bored as hell. So is that how you're feeling, Aries? Are you bored? There's something being offered to you right here. Right here. There's these cups over here you're not interested in, but there's basically, this is Spirit giving you another opportunity, but you haven't looked down and look at it. But the so I'm not even going to go into what that could mean in your love life, but from a health perspective, This card is related to the stomach, okay? So specifically like digestive troubles, obesity, you know, it could, you know, just on a deep level, this sometimes can mean like past emotional issues from abuse. If you've ever dealt with any kind of physical or emotional abuse, you know, it could, especially if it happened as a child, you could be in your feelings about it more so than normal, okay? This week. Now, that could be back to what I was saying when I just opened up the read about the season that we're in is going to have us dealing with a lot of those emotions. And so this is spirit acknowledging that you might be feeling some kind of way about something that happened in your past, okay? You're meant to deal with those emotions. It could be that life isn't feeling fulfilling. Sorry, that was very difficult to say, because you are still dealing with past trauma or past hurt. Okay, and so you can't even see what is good being presented to you right now because you're focused on things in the past. Okay, so this is important, and it's important because, like I will say all the time, things that are in our emotions that we're not dealing with will present themselves physically. So if you are trying to avoid going through the depths of the emotions that are coming up within you, it will show itself as like stomach pain, whether that be constipation, whether that's like irritable bowel syndrome, whether that's, you know, acid reflux, any of those kind of stomach related issues. It could be from some type of past emotional trauma or pain that you've been, you know, just trying to push down. Okay. So Aries, I got for you that, you know, on an emotional level, you need to deal with that emotion. And when I say deal with the emotion, it means when you feel a sense of sadness and you feel like you're about to cry, go ahead and just cry. You know, put on the sad songs. Like, just go ahead and let it out. Cry in the shower. I cry in the shower. That's where I cry. I just feel like, oh, let me just get this out here. But cry, let it out. If you feel like laughing hysterically for no reason, laugh hysterically. Don't mute yourself, because that is a way of suppressing emotion. And that, when you do that, it pops up in other ways. Okay. If you need to express yourself, because, you know, she doesn't look like she's really talking to anybody. If you need to express yourself to the person that you need to talk to. Or if you don't have anyone to talk to, that's a good time to get a therapist. So, I mean, I believe in proactive behavioral health. Like, you don't have to be like not feeling well in order to, or like emotionally well to go get a therapist. Like, if you're feeling great, it's okay to still see a therapist. Okay. So anyway, that's what I have for you, Aries. And I would say, from an herbal perspective, peppermint is great for soothing the stomach. So is cold chamomile tea. So is warm ginger tea. Those are some really gentle herbs that are very common, that a lot of people already usually have in their home, that you can make to soothe the stomach. Okay. And just be careful what you're eating. So, you know, if you're eating a lot of fried foods or sugary foods or foods made with white flour, chill out on all that. Okay. Because that also will upset your nerves, which is not going to help your emotional state either. So it's all connected. Eating healthier will help you feel better, okay, on an emotional and a physical level. All right, Aries, that's what I have for you this week. I hope you have a wonderful Thanksgiving, and we will see you next week. All right, next up is Taurus. One card for Taurus. What does Taurus need to know this week? Oh, Larry. Oh, look at this handsome fella. Look at this handsome fella, the Emperor. Okay, now he's fine. Now the Emperor is a culmination of all the kings in tarot. The King of Pentacles, the King of Cups, the King of Wands, the King of Swords. Meaning he's got everything. Like he's got the emotional availability. He's very, stable financially. He's got he's smart, intellectual, and he's also very passionate. So he represents all the kind of mature, he represents a mature man. It doesn't have to be age related. He could just, because I've met some young guys who are super mature. And also, this could be a woman too, because there's no gender in tarot. So women can be in the Emperor energy, all right? That's not uncommon. So you might be feeling real good this week, Taurus. You might be feeling like you got all that you need. So that's awesome, an amazing feeling. From a health perspective, this card is related to like old sports injuries, or it could be current sports injuries, war injuries, things that could be inflicted upon us, like being like accidentally like stuck with scissors or a sharp pencil or something, like crazy accidental type of stuff, but things that are like sharp objects. So just worry about that. Not worry about it, but just be, don't, if you're moving quickly this week, slow down, okay? Because accidents could happen. This card is also related to injuries involving animals. So, I don't know if you like go walking, maybe you need to carry like a walking stick, like a random animal rolls up on you, that you could protect yourself. But this also could be related to like any kind of issues with the head, face, the blood, and muscles, okay? So it's a lot. The Emperor has a lot of, so the reason there's so many health issues associated with this card is because this card holds a lot of this role in life. The Emperor holds a lot of responsibility. He got to where he is because he worked really hard, and so he has a lot. But for what they say, for those that for those that, I don't know, I'm trying to think of the cliche, but basically for those that have a lot is expected. And so therefore this week, you might be feeling like you do have a lot on your plate. And so you may need to just chill, relax, get into alignment. You might feel a little out of sorts this week. So you can handle it. Whatever's on your mind, whatever is coming towards you, you can handle it. Don't stress about it. And slow down. That's what I got to tell you. That's what I got to tell you, okay? And just be careful. If you're working out, be careful that you're using the proper form, that you're being spotted correctly, or that you're being spotted. So this is a week to just slow down and be careful, because you could come up on an injury, all right? Or if you have old injuries, they could present themselves this week. So just be cautious of that. I would also say that you might want to consider just drinking something anti-inflammatory, just because if you do have old injuries, they can flare up. So to reduce that, you may want to do turmeric root, a tea that has turmeric root in it, or just add turmeric to your meals. Ginger is also great anti-inflammatory, so you can add ginger to your meals or do a ginger tea, okay? But yeah, this is one other herb I would want to just break out is willow bark. Willow bark is a great pain reliever if you do have like headaches or issues with the head. You might want to look into willow bark. It's basically where it's the same source that they go to for aspirin, because it is full of salicylic acid, okay? So you can just go straight to the plant, all right? And you can take willow bark as a tea or as a tincture, okay? All right, Taurus, that's what I got for you this week. I hope you have a great holiday week. Okay, moving on to the Geminis. Lost a card. Let's see, what do we have for Geminis this week? Oops, I think that was the card that wanted to come out. Uh-oh, Geminis are working hard. I'm a Gem, so I understand. I feel like I'm always working hard. Always, always, always. See this lady? She's like on her game. She looks like she's ready to go. Even if she's working from home, she is ready to go. This is the 8 of Pentacles, which in traditional tarot is about perfecting a skill. So you might be working on a new skill, or, you know, working on some type of activity or hobby that you're looking to, you know, fine tune so that you can either take it and turn it into a business or do something. But you are working on a craft or doing something at work to get you ahead. Something like that, okay? Because Pentacles are about money, time, housing, stability, those types of like resources, like tangible resources. From a health perspective, this card is related to the small intestines, the liver, and the pancreas, okay? So it could mean that you might be dealing with some digestive problems like diarrhea or constipation or ulcers, IBS, pancreatitis, or appendicitis, you know? So look out for stomach issues. And this could be from overwork, okay? And I'm talking to myself, okay? Because like I said, I'm a Gemini. I overwork all the time. It's very difficult for me to just stop and be like, okay, I'll just start again in the morning, because I'd rather just get it all done. And that's not it's not good. It's not good. Because for me, it doesn't cause stomach pain, but it causes me to hold on to food, you know, and not drop it. Like, I'm just like tense, you know, I'm tense. So to me, this is like, hey, relax card. Okay, you're working really hard. You will get where you need to go professionally, personally. All those things are going to come to you because we're Geminis. Geminis are the children of the zodiac, so we're always highly favored. Okay, so you know, peppermint is a great tea for getting rid of gas if you're dealing with that. Cascara sagrada or turkey rhubarb are great herbs for any kind of constipation. I would look into cold chamomile tea as well to soothe the stomach. You know, ginger tea, all of those are very, there's tons of other herbs, but I try to talk about the herbs that are very, that are common and usually available in a traditional grocery store, so that you don't have to go to like Whole Foods or, you know, some vitamin shop or something like that. I mean, you can order these things online, but a lot of times these issues are happening right now, okay? And so you need to be able to go to your neighborhood grocery store. So I try to tell you about herbs that are very common to find. Peppermint is something you should keep on hand. Ginger is something you should keep on hand. Garlic, those are types of things you should keep on hand. But peppermint is great for flatulence. Cascara sagrada and Indian rhubarb, sienna leaf, those you may be able to find in a grocery store, but you may have to order those on Amazon. But those are great for constipation, okay? All right, so Gemini, that's what I have for you, is to relax. You will be the master of this skill, okay? But you don't have to do it all in one night. Spread it out, delegate, you know what I'm saying? All right, Gems, that's what I got for you. Hope you enjoyed your read. All right, moving on to Cancer. That didn't work. These cards, I keep saying I'm gonna just get a different deck because these cards, I feel like I have decent sized hands, but I still struggle sometimes. We'll do one more for Cancer. All right, there we go. Cancer, what do we, there we go. There we go. 7 of Cups. Okay, 7 of Cups for Cancer. You might have some options, okay? You see how those bowls are turned over and like, you know, one of them, there's like a snake coming out of one of them and there's like water coming out of this one and, you know, smoke and stuff around. It means that you've got some you are making a decision and you're trying to figure out which one is the best for you. This could be in love, like this could be choosing a suitable partner for you. You might have a choice between many of people, or this could mean like you're choosing jobs, or you are making some type of decision in your life. That's what this is about. And that can cause some anxiety, you know? So just this week, you might be in that phase of like pros and cons and like weighing the, advantages, disadvantages. The Seven of Cups, when it's in tarot, or really is health tarot, it has a lot to do with like having multiple partners, multiple sexual partners, okay? So I always hate when this card comes up because it's just, I don't know why, I just don't like talking about it, but it's what it is. So this card could mean like, check yourself for venereal diseases like, herpes, genital warts, HPV, HIV. Like, you need to, maybe you're having the multiple sexual partners that you might be dating. You might be in a dating scene. You might be dealing with multiple people and having sex with multiple people. That is totally fine. This is a non-judgment zone. All I'm saying is be careful in that, okay? Because make sure that you're using protection. Just because someone is like, on the pill, or somebody is, has had a vasectomy or whatever. And it's like, okay, well, you may not get pregnant, but you may get something else. You may not get a baby, but you might get another gift that stays with you for the rest of your life. So just use a condom because it's safer, or abstain. You know what I'm saying? Until you both get tested for venereal diseases. I know that's not a great conversation to have with someone, especially if you really aren't that into them, but you just like sexually attracted to them. But it's not worth it, okay? At the end of the day, Spirit is telling me to tell you to be on the lookout, okay? For venereal diseases. This could also have something to do with menstruation, like painful periods, like heavy cramping, heavy bloating, and just pain. Okay, so I have a few herbs. So let's start with the first thing. If you have contracted herpes simplex or HPV, human papillomavirus, which both are very common, okay, and you don't have to be penetrated, or you don't have to penetrate someone to get those, okay? Because you can get those from kissing. You can get those from like one body part hitting another body part, okay? Like, it's not always, it doesn't have to be sex, like penetration. So that said, if you do get it and you're having outbreaks, there's some basic vitamins that I would recommend. Complex B100 is great, okay? Because your nervous system is, outbreaks will occur if your nervous system starts to get out of balance. If you get too anxious, if you're too fearful, too scared, or if you drink too much alcohol or drink too much sugar, like sugary drinks, or if you eat too much sugar, you can actually make your body will have an outbreak, okay, of painful bumps, and either on the mouth or in the genital area. And so if you do the complex B vitamin, it will calm the nervous system, okay? Sugar upsets the nervous system, so you want to calm the nervous system. And also, I would look into, and then you can take that every day. Just take it every day. And then L-lysine, L-Y-S-I-N. It's an amino acid that helps produce skin cells. So when you're having an outbreak, a lot of times your skin gets super irritated and itchy and red and all of that, inflamed. Lysine calms the inflammation and it helps bring the skin back together, okay? So I would also look for calendula-based lotions. Calendula, you can drink calendula tea, but you would also want to use it topically on the areas that are irritating you, okay? Calendula also helps repair skin tissue so that wherever you're having the outbreak, it doesn't leave a scar, or it helps reduce the inflammation faster, okay? For painful periods, so say you have painful bloating, drink peppermint tea or cold chamomile tea is great. Ginger tea is great for bringing blood to the area that you may be having, to the pelvic area. I would also look into either black haw, HAW, or cramp bark if you were dealing with painful cramps, okay? Those you would want to start taking about 3 to 4 days before your period is scheduled to start, okay? So that you don't even deal with the cramps. All right, that's what I got for you, Cancer. I hope this was a helpful read, and I hope you have a wonderful holiday, okay? Cool. All right, we are moving on to our Leos. Ooh, well, look, I was going to give this, I hadn't even shuffled yet, and the Ace of Cups came out. So I'm just going to let you know from a personal perspective, somebody loves you, and you might have a new start in love, okay? All right. That was my gift to you, Leo. Another card. Y'all want to talk today. I'm not doing a personal read for y'all, but I see how Leo's want to talk. All right, let me get one card for Leo. There we go. Couldn't wait. Y'all couldn't wait. That's why I love Leos, because they just be like, they be ready to talk too. The Wheel. So the Wheel, this is great that it also had come out with the Ace of Cups, because the Wheel usually means divine timing. Like something, this is your divine time, babies. Like seriously, like this is meaning some great stuff is about to go down for you. Now, it could be that you sense this already and you're going to feel it this week. Like you feel something happening this week. But I think, you know, this might be unexpected a little bit for you. But somebody is coming into your life. And it doesn't always have to be romantic either. It could be, a family member, or somebody's going to just like express love to you, or somebody's expressing love to you. And it's in divine timing, meaning you might have wanted this to happen a while ago, but it didn't happen, but it's about to happen now. Okay, so I love this for y'all. The Wheel of Fortune, as it relates to health, is related to the liver, okay? And toxic buildup in the liver. And when we have toxic buildup in the liver, it can cause things like acne, just low energy, poor eyesight. You might notice that you're dealing with a lot more allergies, okay? Because your liver is what removes toxins out of the body through the blood. So, some great herbs for liver protection and helping the liver do its job, because the liver has like over 500 functions in the body. Like, no joke. It is like the powerhouse. I feel like the liver is almost more important than, you need the heart, no joke. But the heart has one function, it's just one really big function, which is to push blood around the body. But the liver produces cholesterol. It cleans the blood. It like helps with it's involved in every single thing, like hormones and digestion, and it helps with breaking down fats with bile and stuff like that. Like, it is everything. So, and when your liver isn't functioning right, your body, your skin will tell you. You will tell. It will show you. So, some great herbs for liver protection: milk thistle, okay? Burdock root, dandelion root. Those are my top 3 liver protection herbs, or liver supporting herbs, I would say. Burdock root, dandelion root, and milk thistle seed, okay? You can do all 3 of those babies because they all do different things. But you could make like a little blend, put it in some water, let it simmer for like 10 minutes, and then strain it and drink it. Child, it will be so good. Your liver will be so happy, because those herbs actually help the liver do its job more efficiently. And you will notice that your skin will look so good and you will feel more energetic. I'm telling you, it's like the best. So milk thistle seed, burdock root, and dandelion root. Not dandelion leaf, because dandelion leaf works in the kidneys. Dandelion root works in the liver, okay? All right, that's what I got for you, Leo. I hope you have a great week, all right? And happy Thanksgiving. All right. We're moving on to Virgo. What's going on for the Virgos this week? I need one card for Virgo, please. Just one card for Virgo. One card for Virgo, please. Whew. Just one, not two, please. Try to keep these short. One card for Virgo. What do we need to expect this week? Oh, okay. Now you don't want to talk. I see. Okay, that's cool. Because, I'll skip a sign. Gemini, we don't play. We cut. All right. Ace of Wands. Woo! I love this card, too. This means some passionate new start and something. Y'all about to get it in. Okay, so the Ace of Wands in traditional tarot is like a lot of passion, excitement, newness, and like it could be like you're starting a new job, or you're starting a new business, or you just got into a relationship, or you just found a new hobby that you absolutely love, or you're just excited about something. It's like creativity, passion, just like woo, energy, fire. You see the fire in her head? Okay, so in health though, this usually means that you are embarking on a new like fitness regimen or a new diet or something, because summer bodies are made in the wintertime, so you could be like trying to get it right and tight before we get back in the short season. So this is you wanting to like get your health in order, and I love this. And actually it's a great time. A lot of people are like, well, I'll wait till the New Year's. No, baby, no. Do it now. Do it around Thanksgiving. Actually, I would say even ideally start around Halloween. Because if you are conscious and making an effort to, kind of keep your health and your eating regimen like clean during those holiday seasons, you're less likely to overindulge during those holiday festivities. Okay, when you wait till New Year's, what happens is mentally you're like, oh, I'm about to go in. Oh, I'm about to go literally ham. I'm about to eat all this ham. I'm going to eat all this turkey. I'm going to eat all this mac and cheese and potatoes, and I'm going to have leftovers for weeks. And that just kind of makes it that much harder for you to start in January. But if you start saying, hey, it's getting cool, let me just, like chill out so I don't gain like 10 pounds over the holiday season, you'll be in a much better place when the New Year starts. So the best time is to like do it now, okay? Start now. And it looks like that's what you're doing this week. So you might be starting like yoga. You might be starting Pilates or Zumba or calisthenics or anything. Like, it's excellent, okay? You might be fasting. All I'm saying is this is the time to start, and good for you to start around the most difficult, challenging, and around this very tempestuous, is that a word? I think I just made that shit up. But a time when there's a lot of temptations around to, in overindulge in food and alcohol, okay? All right, that's what I got for you, Virgo. I will say, though, if you are doing a fitness regimen, you might want to look into Asian ginseng or rhodiola, Rhoidola. I think I spelled that right. Rhodiola and ginseng. Those are great adaptogenic herbs that boost the energy, and they will help you keep up your workout and give you the energy, okay? So they're great for helping you to keep your energy up so that you can burn those calories through your workout, okay? All right, that's what I got for you, Virgo. I hope you enjoyed your read. All right, we are moving on to Libra. One more. Okay, what do we have for, dang, y'all wasn't playing either. The Fool. So what you starting? You starting something new. This could be, the Fool is typically, so tarot basically, people that are not familiar with tarot, it is like the journey of life. Everything from the Fool is the major arcana starts with the Fool and ends with the World. So this is like taking a new leap in faith, like a leap in faith in something. And then you kind of go through the whole cycle of like, you know, getting what you need to make this journey possible, to dealing with issues, to, you know, everything you go through, and then it kind of completes and then you start again, okay, in a different journey. So you might be starting on something new. This could be in love, this could be in work, this could be in, you know, just anything. But this is telling me that this week you are making the decision, if you haven't already, to start something new. Now, in health, this is related to unexpected health events like accidents and pregnancies, okay? So diseases basically, or conditions that are out of our control. So, and also this particular card is, the Fool is ruled by Uranus, which rules like power plants, technology, and electricity, and things like that, and health issues related to too much radiation or access to radiation. So, you know, one, if you're not thinking about radiation, you should be, okay? So there are some crystals, just Google crystals that are good for radiation, meaning they're crystals that you can have around your house, like shungite, I think is one, that helps to absorb electromagnetic rays, so that, because let me tell you, these cell phones ain't just running off of, you know, when they say wireless, it doesn't mean there isn't any kind of energy going between the phone and the cell phone tower, okay? And those energies and that are going through our bodies. So yeah, we need to protect ourselves. So I keep shungite. Let me show you. This is my other cell phone. I got shungite crystals on the back of my cell phone, okay? So I keep them babies everywhere around me. Honestly, some people keep it carried, or you could just get a shungite necklace. So anyway, that said, that's something that you might want to look up on and research. But this also means just slow down, because when you are starting something new, you tend to get excited and skip steps. This is telling me to slow down. Don't cut corners, because you might find yourself back at square one real quick. Okay. It's also telling me to wear a condom. So if you want to skip right into, like, you know, getting it in with somebody raw, you might get your ass pregnant and you might not want any more kids. So chill out on that and slow down and get that condom. Okay. Or just hopefully you're with somebody who has a really good pullout game. All right. All right. That's what I got for you, Libra. It seems like a very exciting week for you. Just be careful in the process. Okay. All right. Have a great Thanksgiving. All right. Scorpio. Scorpio. Let's see. What do Scorpios need to know this week as it relates to their health? Just one card, please, for Scorpio. There we go. All right, Eight of Cups. Eight of Cups. In traditional tarot, the Eight of Cups means that you are leaving an emotionally either not fulfilling relationship or something that has kind of run its course. It's in the process of leaving is emotional, but you're still leaving. Okay, you're walking away from something. See that little cup of emotion? She's turned her back and she's walking away from it, going to something else. So you're leaving a situation, or somebody might be leaving you, and it's just sad. Okay, you might be in your feelings, and you know Scorpio season is about deep feelings. All the water signs are Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, but the fact that, you know, we've got this eclipse and all this other stuff going on, like seriously, you might be in your feels like no other this week, and it's okay. You've got to sit in those feelings. Don't run from them. Don't drink yourself out of those feelings. Don't do drugs to avoid those feelings. Don't spend money to avoid those feelings. Don't eat to avoid those feelings. Don't, you know, get on the phone and distract yourself and talk about other people to avoid those feelings. It's important that you deal with those emotions head on, because that's the only way that you'll be able to actually be able to move on from those feelings, okay? So, from a health perspective, this card is related to like cold feet, rheumatoid arthritis, bunions, you know, it can also mean that you have some issues with some prescription drugs. So if you're taking prescription drugs, this might be a good time to go back to your general physician and see, like, should I still be taking these? Like, if you've been taking something for a long time, this might be a good time to do it, just a check back in and be like, hey, I've been taking this for X amount of time. What's the process for me getting off of these drugs? Because even with prescription drugs, like, you don't really want to be on those for life, okay? So this is a great time for you to go back and just say, look, I would like to develop a plan for getting off of these drugs, okay? And then see what your doctor has to say about that. But as far as your feet, having cold feet, I would look into ginger. Ginger is great for warming the body from the inside out. And you would specifically want to use dried ginger, okay? Because dried ginger is a lot more warming in nature than fresh ginger. So just drink ginger tea every night. That will help. But shit, just put some socks on your feet, okay? If that's an issue. And make sure that you're wearing shoes that are properly fitted, okay? Maybe you need to go a size wider, a size higher, like longer. But either way, you don't want no damn bunions. So stop trying to look cute and wear something that's actually comfortable, all right? That's what I got for you, Scorpio. I know it's going to be a rough week. Stay off your feet and relax. That's another way to deal with your emotions, okay? That was just a word that came to me. All right, Scorpio, have a great Thanksgiving. Okay. Sagittarius. We are getting into Sag season. We are getting into Sagittarius. Love it. As my opposing sign, I love it. All right, Sagittarius. What does Sagittarius need to know this week? Oh, there we go. Oh, somebody needs a rest. Four of Swords. 1, 2, 3. Where's the fourth one? 4. I guess this is the fourth one. Four of Swords. You see this lady resting? So the Four of Swords comes after the Three of Swords. The Three of Swords is usually about heartbreak. So I don't know if my Sagittarians are dealing with the aftermath of a heartbreak or some type of major disappointment, but this week you need to rest. Okay? That means maybe just chill out on the social calendar this week. Maybe, I know it's Thanksgiving, but, you know, do Thanksgiving dinner, but don't be trying to be out and just, you know, partying it up, because especially for the ones that I'm talking to that have just gone through something, you might think that that's what you need to be out and about, but in reality, you need to sleep. Okay? So be gentle with yourself. Be kind. Do a lot of self-care. Meditation, walking, baths, eating well, drinking a lot of water, taking your vitamins, taking your minerals, taking your herbs, all that good stuff. You know, not bringing a lot of negative energy into your life through, you know, music or horror movies. Like, watch romantics and comedy shows. Listen to music that has a good positive message. All of those things contribute to your positive self-worth, and also just getting back into a good vibe, okay? It'll happen quickly for you if you just rest. Don't try to make every weekend the party weekend, because it'll end up really, you know, keeping you down. And we just don't want that. We don't want that for the Sagittarians. All right, so Four of Swords in health usually has to do with lethargy, okay, which is like laziness, which is, hey, shit, I'm good. Sometimes you just need a lazy day. However, if you go too long being in that kind of lethargic state, it can cause issues with your adrenal glands. It can, you know, you might start to have sluggishness in your kidneys and other areas, okay? It may mean that you're not even like processing food. Like, you might have a lazy digestion. So when you think of lazy, think of like your organs not operating at the efficiency and effectiveness that they should be. So that said, get some sleep. I'm still stuck on that. Get some sleep, nap, okay? But also look into some dandelion leaf to help get the extra water out of the body. This will help you in a lot of ways. It'll help with the kidneys, but it'll also help with your blood pressure, keeping your pressure chill, because a lot of times when we're upset, our pressure goes up, whether we know it or not. Especially if you're just coming out of a heartbreak. I would also look into something like a ginseng or a rhodiola, rhodiola. Those are adaptogenic herbs that are great for kind of boosting your energy, because you might just, like I said, if you're on the tail end and you're coming out of a period where you were resting, you might need a pick-me-up. And those are two herbs that are great for boosting your energy levels. And I would just, for exercise, I wouldn't do heavy exercise, but I would do some walking, okay? Just gentle strolls around your neighborhood once a day for like 15 minutes would do wonders for your energy, but it also gets your cells bouncing up and down, which you want that. You want them to like get rid of those toxins that might be sitting in your body, because that will create more sluggishness, okay? And another herb I would also recommend is ashwagandha. Ashwagandha is great too for adrenal support. Like I said, as an adaptogen, it helps make sure that your functions are operating at the appropriate levels. So that's what I have for you, Sagittarius. It's your birthday season, so happy birthday and happy Thanksgiving. Okay, we are making our way through Capricorn. What do we have for Capricorn? What do we have for Capricorn? Okay, Capricorn, what do we have for you this week? Oops, I almost got a card. I lost it. Ooh, something went down. 9 of Swords. Something is keeping you up at night and is worrying you, okay? The 9 of Swords, every single black bird here is representation of some type of fear, okay? And that is the energy that you're in this week. And that's okay. It's okay to be in this energy. You know, I would rather you be in this energy and like feeling your way through it than trying to avoid it, because it'll just linger and come back in a worse way. So I don't know what you went through or are going through, but Spirit is acknowledging that you're going through some type of mental kind of upset, and it is on your mind. It might be causing you not to sleep. Okay, so are you sleeping well, Capricorn? Because this is the sense that I'm getting. Okay, because this is nighttime. She has a pillow, but she's not laying down. She's up, worried. Okay, so, all right, let me just go through. The 9 of Swords is, you know, because sword energy is related to the head, okay? It's related to the air signs. So it's a lot about intellect and being in your head. And so the 9 of Swords is related to just emotional issues or emotional problems. So I would just say some herbs that are great for emotional upset are like lemon balm. Lemon balm, BALM, is great for kind of like bringing joy back into your life. Okay, so I would look into lemon balm. Melissa officinalis is the scientific name, but it's great. It's great for making you get back to that happy state. I would also look into St. John's wort. If you have been in this space for a long period of time and you think it might be moving into a level of depression, St. John's wort, W-O-R-T, is a great herb for that, okay? Now, it has a lot of contraindications, so definitely do your research, but it's a very positive herb, or good herb for kind of helping with mood issues, like, you know, not being able to get into that place of seeing or being grateful for your life, okay? This particular card is also associated with lung issues, like respiratory issues, like pneumonia, bronchitis, cough, those types of things. All right. So there's some herbs that are great if you are dealing with that, because the weather is changing and you might be, then you have a higher potential to get sick, right? Okay, so I would look into, if you are having issues with the lungs, or colt's foot, horehound, 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 mullein leaf, MULLEIN. Those are great herbs for getting, helping you dry up mucus, or get mucus expectorant, to get mucus to come up out of the body, okay? And then honey. Honey is great for if you have a cough and you're trying to like suppress the cough. Don't take a cough suppressant. Just drink tea with honey in it and it'll help suppress the cough, okay? In a better and more natural way. But in general though, just get some sleep. And, if you have to take something to go to sleep, that's okay. I would stay away from melatonin though, because that is a hormone and you do not want to be taking melatonin on a regular basis. It will actually make it much harder for you to fall asleep down the road, okay? Because your body will stop producing melatonin if you're taking a bunch of it. So, look at passion flower for sleep, valerian root, skullcap. Those are some herbs off the top of my head that are very great for getting you into a sleep state, okay? All right, Capricorn, I hope you feel better this week, but that is what I have for you. And like I said, this will pass, okay? We all have to feel those emotions, and you're going through the feels, and it's okay. All right, Capricorn, happy Thanksgiving. All right, Aquarius, go. Aquarius, go. Last shuffle for Aquarius. What do we have for Aquarius? Spirit, one card, and there we go. Ooh, isn't this a pretty card? 10 of Cups. All right. I see you, Aquarius. Aquarius, this is an awesome card to get in traditional tarot. They got just like the parents here with the kids and the rainbow surrounding. They just wrapped in the rainbow of love. I'm telling you. So 10 of Cups is usually emotional fulfillment. Like you have everything that you want emotionally all in your life, and you feel taken care of. You feel like you are taking care of things and being taken care of in return. You are feeling like life is good on an emotional state, okay? So this is an awesome card. Now, this could be something that you are in this energy now, or you will be getting into this energy, or you're working to get into this energy, and it's awesome. That might mean that you're in the 9 of Cups now. The 9 of Cups energy is about self-fulfillment, but I think you might be moving into fulfillment with someone else. And it doesn't mean that you aren't with someone. It could mean that you guys are working on your relationship and things will get better. You're working on how to like make it kind of tighter within your relationship. Either way, this is a great card, great energy. So I'm happy for you guys. From a health perspective, this card is related to the feet, okay? So it's connected to deformities of the feet or accidents with the feet. So just chill. This could be corns, bunions, or perspiring feet, athlete's feet. So just take care of your feet. Lotion those feet every night. Put socks on and go to sleep so they're nice and soft. Get your toes, periodically. You might want to get a pedicure just to get like dead skin. Make sure there's no like hangnails and things like that can cause issues. Wear good supporting shoes and comfortable shoes that are properly fitted, okay? So that, if I would say, if you're going to spend money, don't get cheap on shoes, okay? Because your feet are where majority of your nerves live, all right? So you want to make sure your feet are in good shape and massage your feet. I mean, sometimes just going to get your toes done, like ask them to like massage your feet because it does so much for the body, all right? But you want to just be careful. So slow down because you might stub your toe or something this week, but it's definitely, this is all related to that. And it could mean that you might have some type of unexpected surgery for your feet because of something. So just pay attention to that, okay? That's all I got for you, Aquarius. Enjoy this feeling, this energy that you're in. It's awesome. It's amazing. All right, Aquarius, that's what I got for you this week. Happy Thanksgiving. Okay, last but not least, we have Pisces. Now, this whole time, I didn't have any issues, and then all of a sudden, I'll do one more for y'all, because I don't know what that was. All right, here we go. Pisces. Ooh, well, dang. We are doing one card, not three. Not just one card. Oh, see, Pisces, y'all doing too much. I'm up here trying to shuffle. And you got cards flipping out all over the place. Something must be going down, Pisces, because y'all are talking a lot. That's when the cards start jumping out like that, I know something's going on with that side. They either mad, all right, or something. They mad or happy. And they want to tell you about it. 5 of Swords. So you're mad then, okay? Or something threw you for a loop that you were not expecting. Okay, so because all of these, so the 1, 2, 3, 4, well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 blackbirds, those blackbirds are representative of stress and worry. So you're in your head, you're worried about something with the 5 of Swords, okay? This is like something is irritating you. Something either didn't go your way, that you wanted to go a certain way and it went a different way, or you can't figure something out, or you're just like, irritated. Okay, now that irritability feeling could be related to the eclipse, because a lot of that is a common feel or emotion that people go through during eclipses. They may not know that, but it is. So that could be what's happening. Something tells me that this is going to happen regardless, like you're going through a transition, whether that's in your personal life or your career. Yeah, but it's bothering the shit out of you. So I can feel it. All right. So 5 of Swords, from a health perspective, this could be a tendency to deal with like varicose veins. Okay. You know, or unhealthy cravings towards like sweets and like fried foods and things like that. Because you're sometimes when you get in your head, you eat to avoid, or you just all of a sudden have these cravings for things that you really don't typically eat, because you're just like trying not to deal with what is really bothering you. So this is confirmation to say, Spirit is saying, we know that you're in these fields. Go through them, feel them all the way through, because that's how you're going to deal with them, feel them all the way through. But what you really need to do is like rest and treat yourself well, okay? So go back, like meditate, reset, okay? Spend some time alone and think about what your plan of action is to go forward, because that's the only way you're going to get out of this space. You can't just just sit in this irritated state and not do anything. Like, you need to put a plan together on how you're going to deal with whatever's bothering you, because that's the only way that you're going to be able to like deal with these like I wouldn't say it's not that the fears are not real, but there's no reason to fear them. Okay, whatever this is worrying you, it's no reason to fear it. You just need to come up with a plan to deal with it, and that will make things better. From an herbal perspective, I would say to calm your nerves and to kind of get your mind like in a good place, you might want to look into like lemon balm, ginkgo biloba, which helps bring a lot more blood to the head, especially because you might be having migraines and headaches because of this. And yeah, I would say those 2 herbs, and just chamomile, just regular chamomile, hot chamomile will help calm the nerves too, so that you can kind of like see the big picture. Because I feel like you're very much like worried about specific details of something that didn't go right. But in reality, if you were to step back you'd be like, yeah, some of this stuff isn't going right, but in majority of it, I'm going to get what I need. Or this is the best, whatever's happening is for my greater good. You'll be able to get that concept once you step back, is what I'm trying to say. So sorry, Pisces, I feel like this might be slightly a rough week for y'all, and I'm not a sugarcoater. Like, I'm not gonna be like, and everything's lollipops and sunshine, because some weeks it just ain't. It's just not that way. So, you know, and this might be that week for y'all, but it's okay, because once you get through this week, next week it might be a great week, okay? But you got to put a plan together. Something tells me you got to make a move, and it's about, well, what do I do? Well, you can't make a good, objective, and reasonable plan if you're in this irritable state. Okay? Passion flower, lemon balm, chamomile, all are great for relaxing those nerves. Okay? All right. That's what I got for you, Pisces. Hope you can get some type of joy out of this week. Happy Thanksgiving, and I will see you next week. All right? Take care, y'all.